Welcome back to the channel, friends. It is great to be here, and I hope you're doing well. So today we're going to be playing some more of this fun, deep team synergy tactical roguelite autobattler known as Storybook of Tactics. And my friends, you asked for another episode. Well, you got it. So what is going on here? Well, we got a bunch of currency following our previous run. Check that out if you haven't checked it out yet. And with that currency, I have unlocked a new narrator that we'll be using today. I also unlocked a few items and power cards that will hopefully show up in the run we're doing here today. So without further ado, we're going to hop right on in. This game is set to release on November 4th in full on Steam if you want to get a copy for yourself. Link in the video description below, my friends. And also, while we're hopping in, please give the video a like if you're enjoying the game. Greatly appreciate that. Please also consider becoming a subscriber and joining a growing community. Would also really appreciate that. And ultimately, I just thank you for spending some time here on the channel today. So what do we have? We have the Mystical Forest. So this is obviously the target that we selected in our first run. We're going to go to the Crystal Cave here instead, where we're going to face off against the Crystal Devourer as the big boss here in this one. Also some cool looking enemies as well, and all units will have increased skill power by 20%. So let's see what we can go with here. Let's see if we can turn in a winner. Let's go. And for the narrator, of course, we use the Wannabe Pirate, the Beast Specialist. Well, this time we're going to use the Barbarian. So I did unlock the Barbarian. This guy is a Knights Specialist. And at rank 5, 7, and 9, he's actually going to be able to add units with, increased ranks to our ranks. So hopefully we get some good ones. We'll certainly see. We're going to be focusing on Knights. Maybe more of a melee character type build. Less assassin heavy, less bow heavy. We'll certainly find out. So without further ado, let's go, my friends. Let's go. Alright, so here is the board, the Crystal Cave. It looks like we have the squid-looking general at the end, but first and foremost, let's not get too ahead of ourselves here. Let's select our first approach. So we have unit card, we have an experience card, and a unit card. I think bolstering some units early on is probably a good idea. Although experience is also kind of tempting given we get units when we level that up. So let's actually go experience instead. And alright, so we are specialized to the Knights. And let's take a look at what we're facing here. So we have a Bowman and it looks to be a melee fighter, okay? It looks like we actually have one synergy in the Knights as well. That must be what the opening skill is, okay? So let's see if we can get some units that fit the mold. So I'm not seeing any Knights here, however, I'm seeing plenty of Assassins. So maybe we actually refresh this. Yeah, let's refresh it, see if we can get a few Knights. So we have Bone Warriors, a bunch of them actually. Okay, well, let's go ahead and add 3 Bone Warriors. And actually we get a tier 2 Bone Warrior now. So let's throw him on the field, and let's see if he can do a little bit of 2v1 action. I guess we'll have to find out. Maybe if I get him on the Archer, that's best. I mean, he's got 1260 HP and Vampirism. Battle Fury. Okay, that's a damage reduction. Alright, let's take out their Knights and then move on to the Battle Archer. Alright, Frog Warrior, yeah. Let's go. Come on, we got this. Bam. Get him. Oh yeah, not a problem at all. Just rending them down, in fact. How about that? Just coming out the gate swinging with the undead. I mean, maybe we do an undead fighter deck or something like that. So the fun part about this game is creating different synergies within your deck, of course. So collect the reward. Additional experience, yes. Absolutely. And that's going to get that shop leveled up here for us. So combat, unit card or an item card. I think I'll go with the item card. It's an elite battle, though. Yeah, let's do it. YOLO, right? YOLO. Okay, so it's another 2v1. No, it's a 3v1. Cancel that. We have an assassin, we have a melee unit, and an archer. Let's see, so Furious Reviver, he's got 1000 HP. Okay, so these guys are actually pretty strong. Alright, we're definitely going to have to bolster our attack force in this one. And 4 Knights, 10% damage reduction, 3 seconds, double bonus duration. For our synergy there. So we have another Bone Warrior. Don't mind if I do. And we're also kind of in on Undead here. We're also kind of in on Vampires as well. So this will actually help us, help our front line stay healed if we add Animal, the Vampire. It might be a decent option for us, at least in the early game. So let's do it. And we should be able to get, yeah. So we got room for both of them here. Let's see. So this guy's going to, of course, jump across. So let's put our archer all the way down at the bottom here. Let's get our tough guy on the melee unit here. And then he's going to, of course, teleport in. So maybe if we have this guy intercept him. I mean, can he win that fight? He's got vampirism. We'll certainly do our best. We'll try it. Let's go. Alright, so this is the fight that we wanted to happen here. And this is the fight we gotta win here, particularly. Doing good. It looks like he was stunned. Got a little fireball action from Animal the Beast Archer. And our rank 2 Bone Warrior is just doing some work here today. Absolutely. Alright, looking good so far. What do we have? We have the Battle Axe. And this is an item that I actually unlocked. I think it was like 100 of the metagame currency. But it does increase attack, which is quite nice. We also have Enchanted Shield. Looks like that's magic defense. Just regular defense. Let's go with attack. I feel like our knights are pretty good at reducing incoming damage. We have an encounter with a woodman here. We also have an elite battle for a unit card. Let's do the elite battle. And here's an old soldier. Okay, so he's a human, but he's also a knight. We have a zombie who's another undead. Let's check our synergies here quick. So undead. Health drops below 50%. It regenerates 25% of max health over 8 seconds. So vampirism, knights, and undead. The zombies are brawlers. Are there any other vampires? Doesn't look like it. We can only have 3 total units on the field anyways. Lord of the Sea. We got a rock elementalist and a scaly spearman. Okay, well, let's think about this for a moment then. So do we kind of lean more toward humans? We're going to get some mana regen. Undead will get some health regen, which I think does go pretty well with the vampire, right? But we also have knights here as well. So 15% damage reduction. So that's kind of what we're looking at. Like, this is the quandary that we find ourselves in. Now, I could, of course, buy some experience. I think I probably should do that, actually. So 4 experience points. So it's not going to get us to our next level up. Let's buy the experience. Actually, it does. Okay. I stand corrected. Then let's see. Do we go zombie or maybe we go knight? I think so. If we get the zombie, we'll get 2 in undead. So I think it actually works for us. And I can save my cash, or we can refresh, I suppose. Let's see, no assassins, so we can move our archer back here. And then let's go one-on-one here, one-on-one here, and rely upon our vampirism and health regen. I think this is good. If we can win this, we'll keep some gold in the bank as well. So let's go. I'm fine with this. I'm feeling good about this, actually. Okay, so they changed up targets there. Nothing wrong with a little bit of teamwork here, right? And the Lancers have, looks like 2 range on their attacks. Quite nice. And I should make sure to equip my axe as well, the item we got. Alright, looking good so far. A new unit. A 1-star rank 3 unit. Okay, like the sounds of that. A unit card or a gold card for another elite battle. Let's go with the gold. Alright, so we have a bone warrior here. And look at this. He's rank 3. The perfect fit. Actually, sorry, no. I was reading that wrong. But we do get another bone warrior, essentially, which is really good. For our rank 3 unit, so the blue type, right? We got the Elementalist of the Storm. Doesn't really fit our party all that well, except for he is an archer. So it does, I guess, kind of work, maybe just a little bit. Let's take a look. What do we have here? Battle Lizard. We have a Barbarian, so that's an assassin type unit. Looks like we have a beast deck. This team gets stronger as their HP goes down, it appears. We're going to throw this on you. Okay. Zombie. I mean, do we like this? Otherwise, maybe... could buy some experience, perhaps. Could go with an old soldier. I like the idea of investing in more uncommons and rares, instead of so heavily into just the commons, right? So let's buy some EXP. In fact, let's hit it twice. Okay. I'm okay with this. And let's save the gold. Suppose we could probably... let's just stick with this. I mean, this guy's hitting for 70, right? 60. Not a huge difference. He doesn't really fit the deck, so let's go with this. Let's start. Let's go. Okay, so they do flank us a little bit, but we've got a really strong front line here. And let's see how it does. We've got our Skelly Warriors. These beasts are certainly getting stronger as their HP gets lower. However, we do have HP regen and vampirism, which is, of course, the difference in that particular battle there, my friends. Looking good. And we get some gold. 4 gold. Certainly take it. Alright, moving on. We have no other choice but a combat for a power card. An elite battle. Been getting a lot of elite battles lately, that's for sure. Alright, so we have another animal that we can add. We did level up. So that means I can add another unit to the field. I sure can. Okay. So let's see. I think I definitely have to reshuffle this a little bit to find some more copies to get some of my units upgraded. So I think animal is a decent one, given he's right there. Let's refresh. We got a few uncommons in here now. We have the barbarian himself. Okay. I think that's a good addition. We've got the bone shaman, who's also an undead. Bone warrior again. Absolutely. Okay, so we got another tier up for our bone warrior there. Bone shaman, who's a mage, but also an undead. I mean, we kind of have to choose, like, what direction are we going in here? I like the idea of vampires, but, I mean, knights do the damage reduction as well. And if we add the barbarian, he's a knight type. So how about we do this? Let's pull the Zombo out. Except for he synergizes with our new barbarian as well. But we could do bone shaman. Actually, no, I think zombie probably makes more sense. And then we could add in our barbarian here. And this is going to give us brawlers with 500 additional health. So it'll give us a stronger front line for sure. Let's put you right back there to intercept the assassin. Let's do something like this. And let's see, I've got 8 gold left. Got a masked hunter, we got a bone shaman again. Old soldier. Let's get some experience. And let's go. Alright, so this is the matchup that needs to happen right here. It's doing good. Their front line has been rendered down. Looks like Skelly is he like teleporting? I don't think so, but it kind of seemed like he teleported. Guess I've got a lot to learn about the characters in our team so far, but, you know, so far so good here, my friends. Alright, so we have Flawless Shop, 6 free unit shop refreshes. Get a 1-star rank 4 unit and 10 gold. Let's do the 1-star rank 4. Hopefully it slots in somehow with our team. We'll have to find out. So the librarian. Let's check out what the librarian is peddling. 1 normal cloning book for 8 gold. 1 flawless cloning book. 1 book of support. Let's go with the regular cloning book. Get one normal cloning book. Yep, we'll take that. Let's see, we have an experience card or an experience card. Reinforced battle. Okay, let's do the reinforced battle. I think our team is doing pretty good so far. All right, we have another barbarian. And who do we have here? We have the Master of the Spear. He's undead. He is a Lancer. Cross of the End. All hit enemies receive magical damage and are stunned. Nice. It's a stunning ability. Okay, tremendous. Yes. The answer is yes. I mean, simply put, it's yes. So we're going to level up. We're going to add you to the mix, for sure. I think we can sell this guy for 3 gold. He's just not in our plans. We have another barbarian. Here's a Knight of the Deep. I mean, we're kind of going in on Lancers now, too, right? So we have 2 Lancers, 2 Vampires, 3 Knights. It'd be nice to get a 4th. A Brawler. We've got 3 Undeads and 2 Beasts. Just got a pretty wide array of synergy here. Okay. So let's see. I can refresh. I could purchase experience. I mean, what do I need? I could use another Knight. I think I need more copies of existing units. So Barbarian, for instance. There you go. So now he's stronger. We have a human Lancer in the Pirate. Let's refresh again. Knight of the Deep. Battle Lizard. Not really inspired by any of these choices. Alright, so let's work with what we have here then. So Master of the Spear hitting for 90. Our Bone Warrior hitting for 145. Of course, he has the item equipped, but the Bone Warrior is very strong. Wow. Alright, so Barbarian intercepts the Assassin coming across. Let's do something like this. Archer, give you some support. I think this will turn out pretty good. Let's go. Alright. So this matchup is occurring. Yeah, the skeleton is certainly teleporting. It's hard to explain why exactly. But I'm not complaining. Definitely not complaining. Alright, so into our first boss fight here. Let's get some EXP. Plus 10. Tremendous. Alright, so we have the General. Let's go. Alright, so we have a Lich, who is also a Vampire. I think this is probably a really good one to add to the mix. So let's do it. And I could refresh. Got a Marine Commander, who's a Knight type. But if I'm going to make room for the Lich, who gets cut from the team? I mean, the zombie plugs in with... It almost feels like Animal gets cut from the team. For the Lich. Because he's the Vampire as well, right? Keeps our Bone Warrior strong. And keep in mind, we do have 2 Bone Warriors on the field, of course. So maybe in the event that we can find a suitable replacement, we can sub them out. However, it would definitely need to be an undead character. And a vampire as well. So I guess I'm not sure how many undead vampires there are out there. Those guys don't look undead. Maybe the final one does. No, never mind. That's the Lich. Yeah, so. We'll figure it out. We will figure it out. Alright, let's buy some EXP with our remaining gold. And let's see. So what does this fellow have? He's a mutant. 2500 HP with steel skin. Okay, so he's going to be really proficient with damage reduction. He's got a bunch of melee fighters on him as well. So let's get our strongest champion on the boss right away. And then I think it's all up to our spear units to sort of take the rest of these guys down. So let's do something like this. And what are you going to do? Danger zone. Okay. So he's got to hold up. That's the most important thing about this arrangement. So let's see what happens. Let's go. Okay, I don't know where this guy came from. Maybe I didn't observe that he was an assassin type. However, look at this health regen, right? This health regen is really doing numbers for us, and the mutant goes down. So this is good. Let's see. So who's doing all the damage? The barbarian is actually doing the most damage there. And as far as like the end of the story, right? You are assigned a ranking. Well, that is dependent upon how much focus you have left, right? So author badge is anywhere from 85 to 100. All right, so for this, we get a category 4 item. Get 12 free unit shop refreshes or 20 gold. Let's go with the cat 4 item. Absolutely. Now we have the same general again. However, he's going to be a little more ferocious this time. So experience, we get gold. I really love the idea of going in on experience. However, we can get an item here. So let's go with gold and then an item. Of course, gold can be converted to experience if need be. All right, so what do we have? Got a bone shooter. I'm going to just take the level up here. Swarm of units 2. You get 5 units with the rank 2. Okay, let's see what we have. All right, so bunch of uncommon units. Does anybody slate into what we're doing here, though? That's the question. Doesn't really seem like it. Are we one away on anything? I believe we do have an open slot here. Yeah, we do. If we could add one more knight. That guy's a lancer. We're squared away on lancers. Alright, so I think what I can do is I can use these as fodder, right? So we can sell these guys. Unfortunately, they just don't really fit with what we're trying to do here. And we can refresh. We could also buy some experience, but let's go ahead and refresh. Then let's see. Undead Bone Shaman. What I really need is another knight. Marine Commander. So he's a knight. Elemental of Ruins. Also a knight and a steel type. Marine Commander's rare. Has the Aura of Darkness skill. Which gives him an aura that will allow him to heal himself. We have Lord of the Sea, who's a vampire. Let's go with Marine Commander. Throw him out there and get that synergy. And let's buy experience, for sure. Let's save the cash. Alright, so now we have 4 knights. Well, 4 in the knight synergy, and 4 in the undead synergy as well. So 15% damage reduction for knights. And then undeads are, of course, healing themselves once their HP reaches a certain threshold. So I think we just kind of squared up, just like this, right? Let's go. These bone warriors are incredibly strong. Even at 2 stars, like, incredibly strong. I mean, look at that damage that's being done. 823, Master of the Spear, chipping in 600 as a single unit as well. So you're definitely going to find that as you play this game, right? Just so many different combinations your team can take. A different shape and a different form. In fact, I didn't even check my item. So what's this? Cursed Dagger. This item's owner gains 0.75% bonus to the attack speed for every 1% of missing health. Okay. So probably best suited on a character that's not regenning. I think we can figure out the owner for that. So I could invest a little bit, or let's look at tiering up some of our units. So what do we have? We have this zombie. He's got a lot of HP. Because he's a brawler type. Alright, let's refresh. Another Lich. Yes, don't mind if I do. Elemental of the Forest, an assassin type. Really like the sprite work in this game. Sagittarius of Death, undead archer, and a legionnaire. Another barbarian. I mean, I think we had this guy for sure. Alright, now let's figure out what's going on. So, Marine Commander. So this guy's undead. Barbarian is just kind of there to help level us up. Or rank us up, I should say. What is this doing? So Lancers added armor and magic regen, or sorry, resistance. 5 additional ability power. I mean, if we throw this guy out here for the zombie, right, we'll still get this buff. We don't get the Lancer buff, but I think that's okay. I mean, he's a common unit, right? We can't go all in on commons. In fact, we get in a real good place because the Sagittarius of Death is rare, right? So we're sort of ranking up. All right, so we have the normal cloning book up to 2nd rank. Okay, so who in the 2nd rank tier can be cloned? I say we do it on our Bone Warrior. Absolutely. Get one of these guys on the bench. Ready to help us tier up again, of course. Alright, so let's figure this out now. As far as our arrangement goes, I think we can just set up our front line like we've been doing. How about for this? So as your HP goes down, you get increased attack speed. Let's give it to you. You're a pretty promising fighter. Let's do something like this. Let's go. Alright, just squaring off, right? You got 2 lines. Just duking it out. Fighting it out. However, their line quickly collapses and we just consume their souls. Absolutely. You gotta love the blend of unit comp that we have here, my friends. We got like a merman. We got undead. We got a thunder sword. Legendary weapon increases the owner's attack by 30, 50, and 70. Bonus depends on the unit's merge level. Yes. The answer is yes. And I think I know a certain skeleton that will benefit from that. So merchant or librarian. Let's go with the librarian. Let's get a normal cloning book. And clone our skeleton friend again. Our Bone Warrior. Now we have a unit card, an elite battle, or an item card for, again, an elite battle. So what's next? Gold card or an item card? I mean, we could double up on items here. I don't hate that. I feel like we need maybe another stalwart unit. So let's go in this direction. We have another Lich here. So the answer is yes. Alright, we have a tier 2 Lich now. That's great. Let's go ahead and clone this guy here. We're getting close to getting a 3-star Bone Warrior. I think we're good on Animal, the Beast Archer there. We can sell him. Could buy EXP. Yes, let's buy EXP. Okay, and now for you, let's take this off of you. And throw this on you. And let's throw this on you. And let's roll with this. So we have an assassin type here. So I think the barbarian has been really good at intercepting We have another assassin type here as well. So let's do a little bit of double interception. Of course, the front line will kind of fold in just a little bit. In fact, there's another assassin type. In fact, now that I look at it, these are all assassin types. So let's do this then. Let's be more tactically sound. Let's try something like this. Alright, so. As thought. You gotta take down their assassins. And we do with relative ease, and now we're on their soft back line. We just got the achievement, kill 1,000 enemies. Wow. That is, of course, a Steam achievement. Alright, very nice. So what do we have? A new unit. A 2-star rank 2 unit. Okay. Hopefully it's something that works with our team. Item card or gold card? Let's go with the item. I think items can be really powerful. And what do we have? So we actually get a bone shaman, right? Yeah, the bone shaman. So he is a mage type. And he's got the little whirlwind too. So we do have... Okay, I thought we had a mage type in the lich, but we do not. Yeah. He's mage type. I guess I'm not seeing the synergy over here. Am I blind? So I think the bone shaman does synergize well. Okay. Definitely something to consider. Alright, Knight from the Deep. So who do we have? We got the Marine Commander. Okay. Alright, so we're facing a very strong archer team that will undoubtedly try to just shoot us down before we get to them. If we get to them, it's obviously bad news for them. I like our chances. So we can get the EXP boost, which means we can add the shaman to the mix. We can get that mage synergy. Rat shooter, experienced spearman. Another brawler. And he is a lancer as well. Brawler lancer. I mean, it does work. It works. So do I want the mage type more? Or do we want the lancer and brawler type more? I think the lancer brawler is probably a little more useful. Yeah, I think that's good, and we have another option to get in there as soon as we can. So let's do something like that for our party arrangements. And let's go ahead and refresh, see if we can get anything decent. All right, more liches. Quite nice. We've got Lord of the Deep. So he is of the epic variety, a mage, and a mentor. Got another Sagittarius of Death. All right, so obviously your boy has to lock this up for sure. Let's see if we can get some coin. We can certainly add a lich, but let's actually add the Sagittarius of Death. He's a little closer to tearing up. And let's go. Absolutely, just completely swallowed them whole, my friends. Alright, so we have a tier 3 item. Cruel Kirbosh. The owner receives 25% of physical lifesteal. Shield is activated. Right, we have the Scepter of Reinforcement. Increases all of the stats of the item's holder. Wow. Yes. Absolutely. Storm Brawler. Okay. Alright, so we could lose some cash here or gain some cash. I think we need some cash. So let's risk it. Come on. Give me something good. Alright, plus 10. Very nice. Yeah, we need cash pretty dearly because got a lot of items, or excuse me, units locked up that we need to purchase. So Bone Warrior again. Alright, welcome to Tier 3 dumb, my friend. We have the Dragon Warrior, yet another knight. If I could find a way to get 3 knights. I mean, he seems decent. But he's a human and a knight. I guess he does synergize. Could also add back in our bone shaman, right? But the dragon warrior is epic. So I think we add him in for sure. Because now we're going to get the human synergy. How about that? We have human and undead synergy. That's kind of funny. 4 mana every second. So I think you can wield your axe. For this, I think this is probably best on our Lich. Alright, Battle Lizard, Rat Shooter, Elemental of the Forest. I could hit EXP 3 times. Or we could re-roll. I think I want to roll. Another Dragon Warrior. Yes. Another Sagittarius of Death. Yes. Get tiered up. Excellent. And let's hit experience. Alright, so what do we have here? All mages. And an archer. I think the front line is pretty well set up here. Let's let it rip. Let's go. Oh yeah. You gotta love it. That moment when the front line just folds and closes in. Alright. Bunch of extra gold there, which is great. And into the boss fight. Alright, so I think we're going to be tested here just a little bit. In fact, how's our tier 3 Skelly looking? Yeah, look at this. 290 vampirism, 2200 HP. How does that compare to like this guy? 920, yeah. So it doesn't even compare. Alright, so we certainly have to re-roll here. We've got Lord of the Sea. He's a vampire as well, and a lancer. It's an interesting combo. However, he's uncommon. We got this guy here who's human. Is there any guy that we're keeping around just because he's a vampire? Like, this guy is kept around just simply because he's a knight type, right? In fact, he could be replaced. Yeah, he could be replaced with you. So now we have more synergies available to us. So let's go ahead and refresh. Another Lich. An experienced spearman. Yes. Lich, yes. Refresh again. Another Lich. We've got the Master of War, who's a Lancer and a Protector. And a Beast. I mean a Lancer. Are we in on Lancers? See, if we lose a bunch of team synergy for the sake of adding, you know, tiered up units, I don't think it's a net positive. I mean, this guy is adding 3 synergies. Just having him, 3 synergies. So it's really hard to move off of him. And then our other Lancers, of course, the Master of the Spear, who's adding undead synergy. Which we actually almost have to the next step. So let's go with the Spearman. Let's get him up to tier 2, or 2-star, I should say. Another Lich, yes. We'll purchase that. I think I can sell the zombie. We got this guy who is an active combatant. Marine Commander, I think we can probably sell him. And then buy some experience. Alright, so let's dissect this. So what do we have? Looks like a bunch of frontliners, including a Bone Warrior of their own. So let's get our strongest, most durable unit right on the boss, who's got 3,000 HP. It looks like he's like a octopus and crab synthesis. Terrifying stuff. Let's get some Lich support on this line here. Let's get you on him. Dragon Warrior. Actually, Dragon Warrior has to hold this row. Let's do something like this. Actually, let's do something like this. Let's see how this goes. Let's go. Alright. He's got to hold. Our Bone Warrior here has to hold. He's doing a great job of it so far. In fact, the boss was just vaporized before your eyes, my friends. So the synergies we're working with here is working out so far. But of course, as usual, it's the third tier of every run that is the true test. So let's see, a category 5 item, 30 gold, or 3 books of support. Let's go with the cat 5 item. Not often that you see those. Alright, gold item, or item. Let's go with the gold. In fact, once we get to level 9, I do believe we add a bunch of units to our team as well. Dragon Warrior. The answer is yes to this. Alright, tier 2 Dragon Warrior. Quite nice. Marine Commander removed off of him. Master of War decided against him. And what do we have? Sword of Annihilation. Enemies within 1 field range have their armor decreased by 40%. Additional auras from this item do not stack. I mean, it sounds like a pretty good item for our Dragon Warrior here. Who is doing what exactly? Reducing magic defense? Okay. So reducing armor and magic defense is what he's going to be doing. 2-star Barbarian for 2,000 health. He's hitting for 160. I mean, that's a respectable. Alright, so a bunch of melee units. We have an archer. Looks like this guy is... Nope, he's a melee unit as well. So let's do something like this. Something like this. Let's go. Alright, I want to see our Dragon Warrior do his thing. Oh, yeah. I mean, we're definitely restoring health. I've been just kind of looking at our units, you know, where that HP bar is, and it definitely fills back up. Alright, extra gold, you bet. Certainly be taking that. And then we have a unit card or an item card. Let's go with the item. And what do we have? Elementalist of Magma, who's also a knight. Wow. Okay, so do we need... I mean, let's see here. So another knight. So we would need 2 more to get to the final tier. Okay. Would also need 1 more undead. Otherwise, he's just an elementalist. And then we have storms. Every 9 seconds, give a 300 value shield. So Sagittarius of Death certainly is an undead. Master of the Spear. Master of War is a beast. Okay. Just trying to look for maybe a missing undead unit that's of a bit higher status that maybe we could try to plug in here, but I think what I want to do is I want to go ahead and get this just bought out. Let's buy this out. Alright, Swarm of Units 3. Get 5 units with the rank of 4. Alright, so we're going to get a bunch of purple units here. And what do you know? We got some class up going on. We do have the Master of War. We got the Elementalist of Magma. And we got the Underwater Killer. And then I think... What happened? We get the Master of the Spear. Yeah, he's tier 2 now. Okay. So now we should be able to add... Yeah, so we can add another unit to our team. The question is who? Like, who is the target unit? I mean, Master of War doesn't really do too much. %, bonus damage attack if health drops below 50%. We have one down here in reserve. He would give us Beast, but then 3 in Lancer. right? And this guy we've already decided is pretty darn important, given he does the brawler, which benefits the barbarian as well. He's a human, which benefits the dragon warrior, so I think he's there to stay. As far as our other lancer goes, it's this guy who's undead, so he fits in nicely. Underwater killer, he's the assassin type. I think you can just sell him outright. Elementalist of magma is a possibility. But what we need here, my friends, is we need one more undead. That's what we need. Now, it would be really cool to add a strong undead, but I don't think there's any remaining. So let's keep refreshing. At least for a little bit here. Sagittarius of Death. Yep, we'll purchase him. Refresh again. Lich. Yes. Alright, another tier up. Well, a tier 2 Lich. Master of War. I mean, I'm kind of compelled by him, I suppose. He does kind of fit. Protector type, though. Furious Reviver. Bunch of elementals. I think I got to do an elemental run for sure. Experienced Spearman, yes. Sagittarius of Death, Master of the Spear. Okay, solid things to spend your gold on for sure. And we got the Bone Shaman. So let's go ahead and lock it up. I think that's fine. And then let's figure out who we want to add. I think just pure strength, pound for pound. I mean, this guy's going to get damage reduction, domination. Either that or we go with the Master of War, who is a beast type. We'll get another synergy. Yeah, let's go with him. Another synergy locked in. Might as well. Alright, looking good. Now let's figure out. So we have an assassin. This guy's going back row. They got a Master of War themselves. So let's put you on the back row. Let's orient our range units downward. And then obviously the front lines is going to run on in like wild men. Let's go. Keep thinking that's the start button. Alright, let's get in there, boys. You got to eat them before they eat you. Let's go. Not a problem. Alright, the team's looking nice and mighty and synergized for sure. And we press on. Cursed Dagger. Okay, we have the Shield of the Mighty. Armor and magic resistance are increased by 18 for each opponent targeting the item's owner. Okay, enemies within one field range have their magic resistance decreased by 40%. He'll receive magic damage equal to 250% of his max mana. I think this is a good one. To just stave off the damage, we have a lot of frontliners, right? Let's go with the unit card. And let's see. So Bone Shaman. We'll add him. And let's hit the EXP. Okay, so which frontliner could use it? Master of War. You're kind of the newcomer. 890. This guy has 1800 and 145. Let's throw it on you for sure. So we have an assassin here. So let's put our barbarian on him. Any other assassins? Looks like this guy could be. Yeah, he is. Alright, well, let's put the Master of War on him. Let's go Skelly up here. Let's go Dragon Warrior and Spearman down here. Do something like this. Let's go. These guys got to win their fights, though. So the back line stays true. It looks like he teleports back. This guy. I'm still really curious as to why my guys keep teleporting, but you know, it's been working out. We're still rocking 100% focus which is great. Obviously, a whole lot better than our first run. All right, a 3-star rank 2 unit. Okay, can we get a unit that we're currently using? That is the question. We're going to find out. We get a Furious Reviver who is an undead. Okay, so, I mean, let's think about this, right? We could add him in. He's a 3-star unit. He is our assassin, or an assassin type, I suppose. He is also a brawler, which is quite nice. So if we remove the Master of War, who's just giving a little bit of bonus here, we can get this, and thus tier 6 for undead synergy. The answer is yes. And I don't mind having an assassin type. I think this army could use it. Okay, perfect. Alright, 19 gold. Sagittarius of Death. We have another Lich. So this should, yep, that melds them together. That's good. Another Master of War. Another Lich. Master of War. I mean, do we want to spend the cash? I'm going to hit experience twice. Because if we can get leveled up before the final boss fight, I think that's ideal. So, alright, let's see what we have here. Let's break this down. So, new assassin dude. Why don't you just plunge right on in here down in this bottom lane? There's 2 spellcasters there. Go have some fun. Do they have any assassin types? Doesn't look like it. So let's line them up. Let's put our most stalwart units in the middle. And let's go. Alright, assassin type. Look at him go. Maybe I can get an item on him. Oh yeah. I mean, great addition to the team. Great addition. He's a brawler as well, meaning he gets that HP buff, right? Just so good. Alright, a new unit. 3-star rank 2 unit. Alright, maybe another Furious Reviver. Maybe. Experience. Yes, we'll take the experience. Could certainly use it. Lord of the Deep. A mage. Alright, we got a bone shooter. A 3-star bone shooter. Another undead. Man. Okay, so what are we doing here? I need some order in the old inventory box. So, Elementalist of Magma. Would we ever... Is there any event that we would add him? Probably not. In fact, it kind of feels like adding another brawler might be a good idea, but... I don't really see us using him. So let's sell him. The rest are kind of here as existing units that we're just waiting to upgrade. Bone shooter though, right? Master of War, I think he goes back in once we get a new slot. Let's do a refresh. Let's see if we get anything. Underwater Killer, Knight of the Deep. Let's hit that twice to guarantee the level up. We've got another Master of War. I'll buy them. Alright, so we got to max level here. Therefore, we have a full team and, you know, full synergies as well. So I think ideally, like, this is how you do it. Alright, our assassin goes here. Let's see, a bunch of spellcasters. That's an assassin there. Yeah, this front line's gonna fold like a lawn chair. Let's go. So I think the team is pretty well set here, my friends. It's all about just trying to get them upgraded if possible. Get them some items to help bolster their stats as well. I guess we're gonna find out. I'm definitely gonna do our best. More EXP that we simply do not need. Alright, Healing Druid. Help your army that has suffered damage in battle. Librarian. The Librarian can give us copies of things. Cloning book. Yep. experience. We have a unit card here. Yep, we're going to take the unit card. Master of War. Yes. Boom, get tiered up. That's right. Master of the Spear. Let's see. So I got one sitting in the wings. Sagittarius of Death is what? He's 2-star. Yeah, it's... There's not much to really do here. We have a cloning book, though. So who could really benefit from this? Bone Shaman, maybe? Barbarian? Alright, so let's see. Experienced Spearman, he's 2 stars. So we're going to have a bench with a bunch of 2 stars on it to get him up, right? So I think I can sell him. Master of the Spear, he is what? 2 stars as well. The same kind of applies. Bone Shooter, we're just not going to go with him. So let's see what this can afford us in rerolls. So Sagittarius of Death, we'll take that. We've got a 2-star one sitting on the bench. Who knows? Experienced Spearman. Of course, we get 2 of them there. Another one. Master of War. Dragon Warrior. Sagittarius of Death. It's just not going to quite translate to more upgrades, will it? I think we're kind of set with this, although we can do it one more time before the boss fight. So let's kind of leave it where it's at for now then. So let's put the Lord of War here to intercept the would-be assassin. Barbarian to intercept him. In fact, this is another one of these battles that have all of these assassin types. So let's do this. And then get our Dragon Warrior on the front lines. Let's get you up here to intercept these archers. Let's go. Alright, he's doing his work. Dragon Warrior is taking some damage. Dragon Warrior falls. Okay. However, the assassins have been completely quelled. And we managed to, of course, come out on top. Alright, so this is it, my friends. The final boss fight. Can we come out on top without dying once? 3-star, rank 3 units. We're going to see. We're going to see. It's an experienced spearman. Of course it is. Why wouldn't it be? Alright, so let's figure out what we're going to do here. So this guy has 4,500 HP. My goodness. Okay, experienced spearman. This is a 2-star version, okay? So we got a 3-star. A tremendous upgrade right before the final fight. So let's sell him and let's bring you in, buddy. 3,400 HP. Maxed out 3-star unit. That's pretty crazy. Okay, so yeah, the 3-star units is definitely where it's at. Alright, so if I'm going to dissect this, what do we have? We have a bunch of would-be assassins, right? Like, just all of them, it seems. So what do we need to do? Well, we need to, of course, intercept their push. So we kind of have to do something like this. Maybe even move them up 1. Let's get this guy on their archer. Okay. These 3 units. I guess I don't want him to just come over and start hitting these guys, though. So if I orient them down here, then I think what ultimately happens is maybe we can buy some time for our melee units to clean up and then get on the boss. They also have another melee unit right here. So let's do something like this. Put as much distance as possible and just kind of see how this shakes out. I mean, I think this is probably the best I can do. So let's refresh and see if we can buy some units to level our guys up here. Master of the Spear. Master of War. Another Dragon Warrior. Sagittarius of Death. That's another one. Alright, there we go. A tier 3 Sagittarius of Death. How about that? Master of War. Another Master of War. You bet. Another Dragon Warrior. You bet. I mean, we're getting closer, but it's probably just not going to quite happen. We're so close on the Lich. We really are. So let's sell these two. And let's see if we can't get the Lich a tier up with our remaining gold. I'm only focused on the Lich. There's the Barbarian I was looking for. Of course I sold them, but should have probably held on to that one. Another one we got. Getting a lot of Dragon Warriors as well. Lich. There we go. Alright, let's get one more. Come on. Alright, we got 2 of them. Alright, there we go. Now we got a 3-tier Lich. 3-star Lich, I should say. You love to see it, my friends. Alright, so this bodes well. Let's do our best, or perhaps worse. Let's go. Battle formation sets. Alright, so we are certainly being tested here in this one. Sagittarius of Death manages to win that fight on melee range, and what do you know? It's a 6-on-1. Let's run them down, boys. Let's go. Alright, tremendous. And my friends, that is how you do it. That is how you crush the Crystal Cave. Let's go. Didn't even lose 100% focus level, and you'll see what that means once the story is, of course, completed. So 1,380 gained knowledge. That is, of course, metagame currency. And you see we got the author's badge for our performance in that one, in that we had either 85% or greater focus level upon completing the quest. So that is excellent. You love to see that, absolutely. I think just real quickly what we're going to be doing next here, and you'll have to let me know in the comment section below if you want to see another run. We have Treasure Island available now. And then I want to unlock, is there an Elementalist Warrior or a Narrator? Yeah, this guy. So +1 Elementals. I see a lot of Elementals. They look cool. Seems like the type of unit I'd want to use. So let's go ahead and get him unlocked, and we can do another run with him. However, you're going to have to let me know by way of the like button, my friends, if you want to see another run of Storybook of Tactics. Would certainly be happy to do another run. And let's go ahead and unlock a few of these cool items too. Increases stats of the item's holder. 120 looks like magic damage. Demonic Axe +100 attack. Sounds good to me. Let's get that unlocked. And then for power cards, let's get cover 12 focus points. You get 2-star rank 3 units. See, I like these ones that give you units. 1 normal cloning book and a rank 2 item. I mean, that sounds great. Perfect. So, alright, my friends, we're at the hour 4-ish mark or so. I'm going to get on out of here, but if you enjoyed the Storybook of Tactics here today, again, please give the video a like. I would be happy to provide another run. Of course, the focus would be to do an elemental run, given we just unlocked the elemental narrator. If you're new here, please also consider becoming a subscriber. Would really enjoy having you in a growing community. Thank you so much for spending some time here on the channel today. I really do appreciate it. This game is dropping on November 4th of 2024, this fine year. So get a copy for yourself if you like. Add it to your wish list if you're not ready to purchase it yet. It's a really fun game, and I think you saw how powerful some of the synergies can become in our last run there. So with all of that said, my friends, I'm going to get on out of here, but thanks again so much. I really do appreciate it, and I'll be catching you in the next video. Thanks a lot.